Hey, this is going to be a review on Albie's most recent lo-fi album, reboot.exe. The album spans 12 songs long and tells a very powerful story since his disappearance from social media a year ago. Started with a track titled after the album itself. It starts very slow and almost in a state of falling, which I feel just shows or represents what Albert was going through at the time. The rest of the songs follow suit in a sort of somber tone until track 6, titled A New Morning, where there's an obvious shift in emotion to something more positive. While the tempo is still slow, you can tell there's an obvious shift in the emotions of the song. It's where Albert is learning that since his mistakes, time moves on, and there's no point in really dwelling in the past. That no matter what you do, you can't go back in time to rectify your mistakes. No one is infallible, mistakes happen, and that's how people grow. And in track 8, titled Spire, this is where Albert begins to shape this new version of himself in a very warm, upbeat, happy song. Then on track 10, titled It Goes On, there is again a downshift in tempo. And it's obvious that Albert has had time to reflect and change through this song, and you can hear that. He knows he can't revert the past, but he knows he damn well sure can make a better future for himself. Throughout the album, you're almost taken on this journey of grief with Albert, to find where his turning point is, where he flips his switch and starts to become a better person, starts to work on himself. And the last 2 tracks of the album are again slow and somber, but provide a beautiful close to the album where Albert comes to terms with his mistakes and apologizes, and is glad for the times that he once had. It's always nice to look on the past and be happy for things you've done or regret mistakes you've made, but it comes to a point where you have to keep going and not forget what happened, but be happy for something that once was and move on to bigger and better things. And it's truly a feel-good ending to the album. I had fun with this album, and it's been a pleasure to listen to. It serves as good background music, but also has an incredible flow telling the story of Albert's past year and all the shit he's gone through. I'm looking forward to his future projects that he's gonna release, and I hope it only goes up from here. The piano in all of his songs is incredible. Albert and his friend Julian did a fantastic job, especially in the last track, Nice While It Lasted. The combo of violin and piano giving you the Your Line April feel is incredible. Personally, my favorite song on the whole album is track 10, It Goes On. The amount of times I rewatched his return video just to listen to the song is ridiculous. While this is only his first album release, with the experience with producing that he already has, it's nice to see him stray away from doing covers to something more him. I would give the album a strong 8. I did enjoy the album, but I feel like there's room for Albert to grow. While the storytelling is incredible, some of the tracks, in my opinion, were displaying a bit too much emotion to where it felt empty. And in that I mean I didn't feel a strong theme with the song. In some of the songs there's feelings of woe and regret, while some have more positive, showing an increase in Albert's mood to become more positive. Like in Respire, the whistling gives off a strolling in the park vibe. But I digress. The song I feel that performs the weakest is Distance. And for the fact that I don't know where the song is trying to take me. I'm probably just reading too much into this. I mean, it's a lo-fi album after all. But given the context of the rest of the album, I just feel it underperforms. I'd say it gives more of a feeling of hollowness rather than distance. Anyways, if you haven't listened to the album, I strongly advise that you do. Aside from the meaning behind it, it's just a good overall listen, and I think it's gonna help Albert turn a new leaf and become just a great individual. Hey, thanks for watching. I've never really done anything like this before, but I had a good time. I'm trying to look at the music I listen to through more of a critical lens. So So if this is something you enjoyed, then I appreciate you subscribing and commenting another album you want me to review.